Morning, followers. Of course, I did realize you're not watching this in the morning. So I shouldn't say good morning, but it's good morning for me because that's what I tape. So hello, followers. It's time for Triple D, Daily Dose of Me. And I had an interesting conversation with a friend of mine this morning. And it's all about maintenance. Now, mind you, I don't know anything about maintenance because, girlfriend, I ain't there yet. I'm still on the weight loss bandwagon. And it's talking about struggles. I guess we all have struggles where it's trying to lose weight struggles, maintain your weight loss struggles. So I guess my point is, does it ever end? I guess it doesn't. You know, you're always in this mode of defending, your weight, because like no matter you hit goal doesn't mean the journey's over. The journey really just begins, or a different journey begins, because it's a whole different journey. At least that's what I'm told anyway. Because your journey from weight loss to maintenance is supposed to be different. So I'll let you know when I have interesting things to tell about that, because I am not at maintenance yet. I am still at weight loss. Yes, I am. Hopefully we'll get at maintenance. But like I said, I think I say this all the time. I wish I could stay here, but it's another whole other story. It's just about struggles. I think we have struggles in everything, every aspect of our lives. So now we add weight and weight loss and weight maintenance onto those struggles. And I think a lot of it has to do with our image of ourselves. I mean, people who have always been thin don't understand the girl who hasn't. They always think, oh, all she does is sit and eat. She should get off from the table. And in some circumstances, that's probably true. But I don't think in all circumstances it is. I think people eat for all varying different reasons. Some people eat to hide pain. Some people eat for stress. Some people eat like me because they like to eat. I never felt I was a stress eater. In fact, I would know I'm not, because when I'd have stress, I wouldn't eat. So I wasn't a stress eater. I liked to eat because I liked food, and I liked food. I still like food. But there are people that eat for stress, depression, anxiety, a million different things, and nobody understands that. They just think that, you eat, you just need to get up and stop and don't eat anymore. Then you have to find another way to cope, because you don't have the food to cope with why you eat. I should be a psychologist. Not. So I guess the struggle is, if you eat for those reasons, you have to find other coping mechanisms to eat for stress, to eat for depression, for all those things. So I don't know if anybody has any ideas. I'd love you to leave them down at the bottom in the description. In the comments. I leave the description. Does it ever end? I guess the maintenance isn't the Emerald City that we like to think it is. It's just another type of journey. This will never end. I'm cold today. I didn't wear my coat. I thought it was supposed to be warm. Oh, I'm dressed for summer here. Yeah, I'm here in the northeast part of the country. Outside the Philadelphia area, in case anybody was interested. So I grew up with I don't know if I've said this before, I might have, with a very good self-image. My parents never said I was fat, heavy. Never said I couldn't have seconds or thirds or dessert. With Italians, it was all about the food. We had bread at almost every meal, so it was kind of like that was my side dish, besides my everything else, was a little bit of side of bread. So and that's why I guess I always thought I looked good. I looked good, and yeah, I didn't. That's hard. It's hard to sit there and do a weight loss when you didn't feel you needed to lose. Granted, I couldn't shop in the stores my friends did, and that was a little bit sad, because we would go in the 579 shop. Well, I was not a 5'7" or a 9. I was more like a 14, 16. And they didn't carry that size in the 579 shop. And I was always famous. I would buy shirts. Because shirts, I guess I was carried most of my weight in my lower half. So I could never find clothes that fit on my lower half in the stores we shopped at, but I could find shirts. And my mom would say, "You always come home with shirts. You never come home with pants." I know, it was funny. I had like one or two pair of pants that I wear in rotation because they were ones that fit. It's kind of like even, well, now I'm hoping to start wearing 12s. So I did fit my first 12 jeans, but they were stretch jeans, so more of a jegging kind of jeans. So there was some give to that, I will admit that. So I don't know if I could put a regular size 12 if I could actually get it, but I can get it up over my hips. So that is a win. I just have to, bide my time and I'll get there. I'm like, I take the tortoise route to this journey. I don't take the rabbit. So I'm farther than I thought I'd ever be. Well, I say this a million times, but back to the struggle bus. When do we actually enjoy the journey? Because I have, I'm trying to enjoy. That's probably why I'm taking my nice long time. They always say the slower it takes, the longer, it'll more become routine. Your body will get used to it. You don't want to shock your body into, because your body, as much as you think you're in control, you're not. Your body's in control of your body, not you, your mind, or anything. You can't control what it wants to do, what it wants to, weigh, and what it wants to hold on to. And like when you think you had a good week and you get on the scale and you gained, and you're like, I know, I was on plan. I had that last week. Granted, I used to do my version of Weight Watchers, but I still knew to put a gain, I usually know when I gain because I know what I put in my mouth, and I'm like, I was a little bit shocked. I think I gained 0.6 2 weeks ago, and I was like, you can't. I've learned the scale is not always your friend, and I can't. I tell this to the people that join, and don't let the scale, damper your passion or your, just because it says a gain or even it stays the same, And the following week I lost 2.6, so I had the same week I had before. It's not like I did anything different or I didn't pull it back anymore, because what was the point of pulling it back? Because I knew I did all right anyway. So yeah, 2.6 loss. So I was happy with that. I don't know what of course I will interested to see how I do this week, because 2.6 is a big loss for me. I'm a 1.2, 1.4 loser. I'm not really a 2.6 loser weekly. So I'm curious to see if I just maintain again this week, which is fine. But nothing I can do about it. It's done. I go in there, it's done. I can't do anything when I'm standing there. I've done all I can do. I can't expect more from this 52-year-old body that's willing to give, and I am 52, so it's not like I'm a spring chicken. So they always say, I'm post-menopausal, so I've been through all that. So my body isn't as quick to do what I'd like it to do, and do I put the work into it? No, I don't. I freely admit that I don't. I do my version of the Weight Watcher plan. I don't exercise enough. I do my steps, not all the time, but I try to get at least 5,000 to 8,000 a day, which I guess to some people is like, oh my God, that's nothing. Which it probably is, but coming from somebody who was a couch person, that's a big deal for me. This Sunday I have there's a race that my son is in, and they also have a walk, so I will do the mile walk. I'm curious, It's funny. I think these iWatches don't accurately calculate steps. I've heard somebody else say that, and I really believe that that's true, because they really aren't Fitbits. So, because if you don't have your phone with you, I wonder if it calculates it. I don't know. I feel it's just weird. But, I'm going to do the walk. Hopefully it won't rain, because my girlfriend ain't walking in the rain. But I will do the mile walk. He'll run. I'd like to see that one. He's going to run. But I will do the mile walk, and it's funny. I will do it. I will not be huffing. I will not be puffing, because from last year, I probably have, I was probably about 40 pounds off from last year. Maybe. I have to look at the thing. Maybe 50, close to, well, definitely 40. I'm not sure about 50, but definitely 40. Between 40 and 50, I would definitely say. So, even now, we were at a party, a St. Patty's party a couple weeks ago, and I danced all night. I got 10,000 steps. And I was out there. I didn't huff, I didn't puff. Last St. Patty's party, yeah, I had to sit down between dances. It was a little, and I was always the person, because when I dance, I don't move my legs. I just stand straight and move the upper body to the music, because I've always danced. So if I got out of breath doing that, it was scary, because I'm like, I'm really not moving that much. But an exertion to a sedimentary body, I guess, would be. So struggles are real, no matter what part of your journey you're on. If you're on the beginning, the middle, the end, post, you have them. I think because we've been heavy for most of our lives, we're always going to struggle, because our body just, I think, likes to have weight on. I think it feels safe with weight. I tell you, I've been so much colder since I've lost, and I was never a person who I was always hot. Of course, I think it was going through menopause back then, but I mean, I have to wear a sweater. I'm cold, and socks. My feet are cold. And that wasn't me. I had to sleep with my foot out the bed because I was hot with this sheet on. Now I have the quilt on. I'm snuggled under like a little baby under blankies. But please, if you enjoy my chats, please subscribe. Share me with people that you might think might enjoy me. That would be fabulous. Like this video, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment at the bottom if you're struggling as well. I'd love to hear from you. Hit the notification bell. You'll get notified next time I upload, because who doesn't want to hear from me? I don't know. All right, guys, you have a fabulous day, and maybe Daily Dose will come on the weekend. You never know.